Hello students, welcome back. We had been discussing the vertex form. Y equals to a times x minus h complete square plus k. And the vertex is h comma k, which can be obtained by this conversion formulae. H is negative b over 2a and k is negative of b squared minus 4ac over 4a. We didn't use any of these just yet, but we did go through some examples associated to this vertex form. Basically, we went through this exercise set. Okay, let's do the next one. Find the vertex of the given parabola and specify whether it's maximum or minimum. Oh, come on, this was too simple. It's based upon the vertex equation right here. And if you compare, you can easily find out the vertex. What is it? Negative 1 comma 3. Is that clear to you? This vertex equation already comes with negative. We have x minus h. Here, x plus 1. So we need extra negative here. So h is negative 1. Oh, we have negative 3 here. So, okay, that's a vertex. And then, can you find more? Well, a value is negative 2, so concave down, so we have to have maximum negative 3, and that's attained at x equal to negative 1. Yeah, we can do all kind of things. You can also plot it. I'll leave that detail to you. Anyway, this was just too simple, too trivial. Now let's go to this problem. This one is far more challenging because we do not have the vertex form. It's based upon the general form. But then again, we know how to get the vertex form from the general form through these two formulae. Shall we go ahead and use these formulae to find out the vertex? Shall we? Okay, let's go ahead and do that. So, copy and paste. H is negative b over 2a, alright, what is this? Negative b over 2a, let's copy and paste again. And then b in this case is 6. And we have some fraction issues, so let's take a little bit bigger font. And 2a is 1. So this whole thing is negative 3. Looking good? Okay, let's go to the next computation. And b squared, that's 6 squared, so that's going to be 36 actually. Oh no, never mind, I just skipped too many steps. 4ac, so 1, and then c is negative 1, and then that's 1. And you can calculate this entire thing. Let's see. The denominator is 4, and here 6 squared, that's 36. 4 times 1 times negative 1, that's positive 4. So we get 36 plus 4, that's 40. 40 over 4. Looks like we are getting negative 10. You can also punch this into calculator. So h is 3, k is negative 10. So we get y equals to a value, which is just 1 here. 1, but you don't really have to write 1. X minus 3 squared minus 10. You don't need to write 1, so that's going to be your vertex form. And then how about the maximum minimum? Well, you can plot it too, but a is positive, so concave up, so we have to have minimum. k value is -10, so we get minimum -10. Make sense? Okay, there goes the formula solution. And you're going to need a couple more exercises about, use of formula. But eventually you can get used to that quickly. But then again, that's not what our textbook author does. Our textbook author does it this way. Complete the square like this. X squared plus 6x minus 1. And then I add and subtract 9 so that no change. Why did I do that? X squared plus 6x plus something plus 9 will give you a complete square. Because I just added 9 out of nowhere, I've just subtracted back to make it fair. And x squared plus 6x plus 9 is x plus 3 complete square. And -9 minus 1, we get -10. Now the question is, do you feel comfortable with this kind of manipulation to complete the square? Frankly, I do, and I do it this way. Apparently, our textbook author does the same. But the question is, do you feel comfortable with this? If you don't, then you can use this formula method. We have another exercise problem like this in part C. Let's see if we have any time for that. Well, we went through all those techniques, so try it on your own. Stop the playback and go through. Well, do you have something? Need more time? Stop the playback and do it on your own and check. Let's see, did you do it? So what's B? -12 and the -3. So this whole thing is, let's see, negative, another negative, so overall negative, we get 12 over 6. I think that's right. So H is -2, and how about K value? So B is -12 squared, and then we have 4AC, -3, and then -2, and then that's -3. Oh boy, that's gonna be a heavy-duty computation. Let's have a bigger font because we have too many fractions here. 12 squared, 144. 4 times 3 times 2, so 12 times 2, 24. So 144 minus 24 over, oh boy, I give up. I'll ask computer to calculate this thing. You can punch this into calculator. So if you do it right, you're supposed to get 10. So we have vertex is -2, 10, and then is it maximum or minimum? A is negative, so concave down, so it's maximum. We can answer these kind of things using the formula. This. Do you like this method? If you do, stick to it. If you don't, you can try this. This is the textbook's method. Let's see. 3x, -3x squared minus 12, and then we need these two. So these will turn out to be -3x squared plus 4x. That's what you get if you factor first two terms. -2 was there before, so keep it. And how do I make this a complete square? It turns out if you add 4, that's complete square. Because you added 4, I have to subtract 4 again to make it fair. So you see, I just added this, so I have to subtract it back. And this point is complete square, so -4, I take it out by multiplying by -3 here, so positive 12. And that'll give me 10. And this point is complete square, x plus 2 complete square. You can complete the square like this if you want to. Do you feel comfortable with this? Apparently our textbook author does it this way. And frankly, I do it this way too because I feel comfortable. But majority of the students I encountered do not feel comfortable with these. Instead, they usually do it this way. So it's your call. Do you prefer to use the formula method? Or do you prefer to use algebraic manipulation to complete your square? Do your thing, but in my experience, the student who tried formula usually do better and end up with higher score. So that's what I would recommend to most students. Now, if you feel comfortable with the textbook method, go ahead. I'm not going to stop you. After all, I do it that way too because I learned it that way and I felt comfortable. But if you don't, go ahead with the formula. Prepare these in your formula sheet somewhere, and if it shows up in the exam, try to pull it out and use it. So that was example 2.5, and let's meet again for the next example in a separate video. See you soon.